Hello, and thank you again for joining us for another episode of the Soul Food Initiative. This is actually our season 4 of the Soul Food Initiative, and my name is Dr. Fadoua Loudiy with the Department of Strategic Communication and Media here at Slippery Rock University. And today we have a very special guest. But before we introduce our guest, I would like to share with you a little bit about this episode. So we are celebrating today Black History Month here at the Soul Food Initiative, which is a program that we work in collaboration with the Sustainability Center at Slippery Rock University, the Macoskey Center. We use their facilities and we collaborate on various projects. Today's episode is also a collaboration with the SEA at Slippery Rock University, and we have a special guest, their client, Novi. So Novi, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So would you like to tell us a little bit how you came to work with SEA and what your project is about a little bit?
I'd be more than happy. Well, first of all, I'm so thankful to Slippery Rock University and the SEA program. Dr. John Golden is amazing, and everybody that they're just basically helping me along the way. They're supporting me in starting and opening my own business, Brown Sugars LLC, here in Slippery Rock, which will be a restaurant, catering, and event center. I've done events, cooking, and worked in hospitality and food for 26 years. And so when I met with Dr. Golden the first time, he said, "What took you so long?" So now it's just, they've been showing me the proper steps to legally do my business.
That's awesome.
And so I'm really excited, and we definitely want to, feed the community, the students, the families, everybody. So, and I just hope you guys enjoy it. I'm excited. Thanks for having me here today.
Sure.
I'm featuring Brown Sugars, and I'm just ready to cook.
Well, thank you, and we're very excited to have you and also look forward to your restaurant. So tell us a little bit about what you'll be cooking for us today.
Today, I'm making for you the first thing I've ever learned how to cook in my life, chicken wings, believe it or not. I was 10 years old, and my oldest sister, Maria Barber, and her boyfriend, Victor Morgan, would come in from the nightclubs, and because they were a little tipsy and drunk, they would tell me, the 10-year-old, what to do. And, I take this and I hold this forever because I followed every direction and produced chicken wings. So I thought, why not do the first thing that I ever learned how to cook? So we'll feature some wings today.
Okay.
We'll do some flavored wings. I do a butter garlic Parmesan sauce, my own buffalo, and a barbecue sauce, and then I'll leave some plain for you guys. And then we're gonna do baked mac and cheese, which is some people may feel like it's a cliche, but this particular recipe has been in my family over 75 years. So I'm really excited to share with you guys. As time goes on, some of us in the younger generation, we tweak the recipe.
Sure.
But really you can do what you want.
Sure.
It's a great meal when you have a large family. And you need to stretch it and feed everyone, why not?
So let's get started. So tell us a little bit what the process is for making these wings.
Yes. All right. So for the wings, I'm going to get my grease up in the deep fryer.
So let's get the wings.
While that grease is going,
Okay.
I have pre-prepped this macaroni and cheese. So I got the pasta in here. I've pre-seasoned it with some nature seasoning, really good.
What's in that nature season?
So
what kind of spices?
there's only 13% sodium. I don't use regular salt in anything I cook with.
Okay.
I am a heart patient, and so when you're trying to eat healthier,
Sure.
we don't use regular salt on anything that we make at Brown Sugars. Then I added some milk in here. You can add about a cup of milk, these are 2 pounds of noodles, so
Okay.
I have 2 cups of milk, and I have some eggs. Everyone doesn't use eggs, I do.
So you put some eggs in it
Yes.
as well?
So I've got my milk and eggs. I'm stirring that in. And here I have some cheese. This is the star of our dish. A lot of cheese. So what I have here is I have some pepper jack, some Colby, and some Sharp, and you cannot leave out Velveeta cheese. So we're just gonna sprinkle some cheese.
So the old Velveeta cheese.
Old Velveeta, and
Okay.
it's really so good. It makes your dish. I mean, I'd never make mac and cheese without Velveeta.
So tell us a little bit about this mac and cheese and kind of
So-
where it came from.
Yes,
Yeah.
my Nana, Nanny White, she would do this. Well, actually, her parents
So
did
where
this
did
for her.
she grow up?
She grew up in Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay.
And we would have this for holidays, and it was always a treat because we knew if it was a holiday, we were getting baked mac and cheese. So my Nana gave this to her children, and my mom would do it, and just got passed down like that. I'm gonna throw some of the sprinkled cheese on top now
okay.
that I have everything just mixed in properly.
So I can maybe help
Yes,
you.
you
So
can
just-
throw that on top.
So this looks to me like cheese and mac, not mac
Yes,
and cheese.
indeed.
All right. So is it ready to go?
Go ahead and put it on the bottom rack.
Okay. So timer. All right. 1 hour. We're
All right.
good to go with that. So Navi, now that the pasta is in the oven, we're moving to the big event,
Yes.
right? The wing. So tell us a little bit. First, we have a lot of flour here. What's in this flour?
So we have some baking powder that I've added to the flour. I'm gonna also throw a little bit of Nature's seasoning in there just to give your flour a little seasoning because that's a lot of flour we're using. This is what we're gonna do to use breading for our chicken, okay?
Okay.
So in the marinade, I have these seasonings here that I use. And so we have all-purpose seasoning. We have the Nature seasoning, garlic, onion powder.
Okay.
And I didn't use these other two. If I need to add extra, that's why I have them here. So
Okay. All right.
I'm just gonna start in.
So they cook for how long? Once they're in the
Between, I wanna say 10, if your grease is at the right temp and you want 375,
All right.
the ones you floured, I'll just go ahead and pop in the grease because this is a quick process. You do not want to have your grease on too long because you don't want burnt grease or burnt food.
We're gonna make a sauce, right?
Yes, we're gonna
Okay.
start working the sauce. Now
All
today,
right.
what I would like to do, and as long as you see your grease to a boil, your chicken's working and they're good. Between 9 to 12 minutes.
Okay.
Because we're doing wingdings, smaller chicken parts.
All right.
And then we'll come back over and check. We're gonna temp it. We're gonna make sure our chicken's all good. So we're not eating raw chicken, but cooked chicken.
Sure, of
All right?
course.
So
All right.
let's boogie to the stove.
All right.
All right. So I'm really excited to start up with the sauce. These are sauces that I'll start with our buffalo.
All right. So
and
show
this
us
is
what
this
you
one.
have there, the ingredients.
So I'm doing Frank's Red Hot,
Okay.
right? Everybody loves Frank's Red Hot. Who doesn't? I'm just gonna pour in a decent amount. And I'm gonna use a really good amount of this butter. And that's how you make your buffalo sauce.
So what are
This
we
is gonna
making
melt
in
down.
here?
We're gonna do barbecue
Sweet.
sauce.
Okay, all right.
Because I made this last night. So if you wanna do that
Sure.
one. And then I'll start the butter garlic
So just
parmesan.
dump all of it here?
Yep, you're gonna
So
dump
what's
all
in-
that in, and that's just basically heating up.
You were telling me earlier that you don't measure anything in your cooking. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I do not measure, simply, I'm just gonna use this, simply because just growing up as a child, my mom always worked on the hospitality team at our church.
Okay, sure.
And literally, you know, I teach it to my girls. I have 4 girls of my own. My 14-year-old daughter can do what I can do in the kitchen. You know, she can make wings just as good as me. It's just something that gets passed down from generation to generation. And I think it's great. I mean, we do, like with her, we started out measuring because my mom makes a 5-flavor pound cake. So for that, of course, there has to be some measurements made. And she started doing that. Now she can make that pound cake and just eye everything, and it's so good. So my dad actually said, "Oh my God, Jemiah, this is actually better than Gwynnie's pound cake," and Gwynnie is my mom. So it was like, I don't know if it's better than mom's, but you know. So that's our measuring story.
All right.
I like a crispy on my chicken.
Yeah.
A lot of people I think do, and I think a lot of people appreciate it. we know that our wings are done. I'm gonna temp one more.
Okay.
Some people, if you're out, in a restaurant and somebody says, oh, I'd like it well done, you can let it go up to like 225? Yeah. I was looking at my husband.
So that's your husband giving you
yeah,
confirmation?
That would be Mr. Crawford. He measures everything. He temps everything. So we're taking our wings out. And remember, everybody, as you go along, your grease is really getting hotter and hotter, and your cook time is going to be lesser and lesser on your wings. Got it? As long as we're up to temp, it's all good. So if you want to take these ones over, I can start putting a new one in.
All right. So
if you want to sauce these with like hot and buffalo.
Sure.
And I'm just going to start throwing some new chicken in the grease. This grease is ready. This grease is popping. And I'm excited for you guys to try some Brown Sugar's chicken wings.
Why is cooking such an important part of your life and your family's life?
Yeah, well, one, I started having kids at a young age. For an honest answer, I started having children at a young age, and they needed to eat. Mm-hmm. And so, literally, I remember at first, I would start out and get the little Mickey Mouse cuisine meals, and my mom said, you cannot feed these kids processed food in the microwave. You didn't get to eat that way, and they're not going to eat that way. So it was like, oh my God, okay, what am I supposed to do? She's like, do what you know. And literally, I started out with my own place at the age of 17. I had my first daughter, Kimberly, and it was just like, okay, well, we like Slim Jims and Mountain Dew, and we order pizza, and my mom was like, no. So, I had to become accountable, and I had to mature into motherhood. And so with that, it was like, you need to learn how to cook. And it was just one thing at a time. And from then on, I always give my kids the biggest credit for what I'm doing today. They blessed me with enough love and courage, and they're my biggest cheer team. They would say from the time that they were children, Mom, when you get your restaurant, put this on the menu. And that was something that I say they speak it into existence and make it manifest,
Very nice,
So,
very beautiful.
yeah, everything that I've put across the table for my children, I would like to share from Brown Sugars. And our slogan is, it takes more than one spice to make it right.
Sure.
My husband's been in the hospitality industry for 26 years as well, and he's been a chef forever. So, we have combined both of our backgrounds.
Sure.
Which are completely different, and we've merged them together to create a beautiful menu to serve our community. So,
well, we can't wait.
I'm excited.
All right, so we are ready to take that mac and cheese out, right? It's ready?
Yes, we're all ready.
Let's see it.
All right.
Here you go.
Grab the glove.
Yeah. It smells amazing.
Yes, I smell it. Smells good, looks good.
It looks amazing. Tell us a little bit about the pasta salad you made, and also you made spinach dip, right?
Yes.
So tell us.
So what we have here is the spinach dip with Alfredo sauce. We make a homemade Brown Sugar's Alfredo sauce, and we have artichoke hearts and some water chestnuts in there just for a little crunch. The pasta salad, again, that's a recipe from my grandmother Louise that we would have on Thanksgiving. And you do your favorite pasta and your favorite vegetables, whatever you like.
And then you made a pie.
I made my Grandma Nana White's sweet potato pie recipe. And so I hope you guys like it. Literally, with this one, the special thing is we're baking the yams. We're not boiling so that they're not waterlogged when you bake the yam. And then you just mix in, you throw your milk, your butter, your eggs, your brown sugar, of course, regular sugar.
Well, all of this is making me super hungry. So should we go ahead and plate?
Yeah.
So what should we put in the plates? A little bit of everything?
So whatever you like on your plate. We got
are
some cheesy macaroni, baked mac and cheese here.
So we have a plain. And then should we put the mac and cheese
So
with
yes,
it?
and for our mac and cheese, I like to usually let it stand.
Okay.
At least 30 minutes, but you can see this is cheesy, so it's all good and ready to go.
Awesome. This looks amazing. I am very, very hungry and very much looking forward to it. Can I try some of it?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. All right, let me try some of this and see how this tastes.
Garlic parm wing.
Amazing. This is amazing.
You like?
I like very much.
Thumbs up for brown sugars. I'm happy you like it.
Well, thank you so much, Navi, for joining us today. It was really our pleasure to taste your food and to learn about the history of your food. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited. Thank you for having us here. From my family to the Slippery Rock University family, we just definitely give our gratitude and say thanks.
Thank you, and we can't wait for you to open your restaurant here at Slippery Rock.
Yes, we're excited. We're excited. Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us for another episode of the Soul Food Initiative. Again, my name is Dr. Fadoua Loudiy from the Department of Strategic Communication and Media. And I would encourage you very much to subscribe to the Soul Food Initiative channel on YouTube. Until next time, bye-bye.